Welcome back, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back once again to Let's Speak It Out Loud. I am your host, Goddess Candace the Alicorn, and it is my honor and my pleasure to be with you once again. So I hope everyone is doing very, very well as usual, Soul Tribe. I just had to check in with you today to do a retro check, after that blood, full moon, lunar eclipse, which was beautiful. We discussed that. And this Mercury retrograde that is still around, and we discussed that. I just wanted to check in on you, family. And say, I love you. I know you're doing well. I know Mercury has slowed us down. But this is the time, guys. This is the time for us to do self-reflection and check within ourselves, okay? So once again, this is a Soul Tribe Retro Check. So I pray that everyone is doing very well. So before we get into this, I want to thank you all who have supported this podcast. I want to thank my sponsors. You guys are amazing and you are wonderful. I want to thank each and every person who listens to this podcast and finds something in this podcast that touches their soul. Because after all, this is the Soul Tribe that I'm talking to. Because you got to understand, this podcast is not for everyone, okay? And if it's not for you, that's cool. Just go on and find you something that's for you, I love you all, my brothers and sisters, my mothers and daughters, my fathers and sons. I love you all. So I'm here today, and I'm asking the Creator to lift us up and bless us all. Bless us to know our worth. Bless us to know that we are worthy. Bless us to see our worth within self so we can see worth within others. Bless us to love ourselves so we can love others. Bless us to take care of ourselves so we can take care of others. I ask that the universe, the ancestors, and the spirit guides be blessed as well. And I thank you all, Universal Creator, for blessing us to be here today. All right now. So, guys, let's get to it. Like I said, y'all, I'm not doing a thing during this Mercury retrograde. I slowed it down. I put the slower beat on here. One of my tracks that I made a few years ago. It's called What If? And so I put the slower track on because that's basically what Mercury does. It slows us down. It gives you a chance to think about things. It gives you a chance to look at things. Because during the Mercury retrograde, like I told y'all before, things, they typically do not go as planned. Whether it's technology, traveling is off the chain. It's usually chaotic. Some of these are just the most obvious effects of the Mercury retrograde. But you got to remember what's happening deep inside during the Mercury retrograde is deep internal self-analysis. And once again, no matter how disruptive Mercury it can be at times, it gives us the ability to gain objective insights into certain areas of our lives. And that's what we should use the retrograde for. So I'm checking in on y'all to see how we doing. Are we paying attention to the signs? Are we paying attention to everything that's going on around us? Not everything they showing us on TV? Fuck all that. Forget that. Like I said, I'm moving in silence. I'm working on things and I'm doing things because the universe is guiding me places. And you guys, if you see, you see. You don't, you don't. But it's still not going to stop my shine because the universe is backing me. Like I said, this podcast is not meant for everybody. And hell, I'm not meant for everybody. You're not meant for everybody. And that's just the truth. You're not meant for everybody. We get so caught up. And you have to understand, stop trying to be all things to all people except yourself. You know what I mean? You do everything for everybody else and you never get any rest. You are just always, I'll just call such and such, she'll do it. Let me just call such and such, and everybody calls that person. Why? Because you're trying to be all things to everybody except yourself. That's not going to make them love you even more. That's not going to make them say nicer words at your funeral when you've run yourself ragged to death and not spent any time for yourself. This is why Mercury retrogrades and slows you down, guys. The spiritual beings know this is a time to contemplate on oneself and the next direction that you're going to on this plane, because energies and vibrations are changing and we're going towards a momentum and a movement. And where you gonna fit in? This whole world is going towards a momentum and a different movement from any of us can see. Where you gonna fit in? The only place you're gonna be able to fit in is within self. If you're not self, you can't fit in nowhere. So that's one of the things you need to understand. I want to check all my Virgos, my Geminis, my Sagittarius out there. You know, my Pisces. What up, y'all? Virgo Nation hollering at you. You know, I want to check on y'all because, like I told you, during this retrograde for the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months, we're going to be super hypersensitive to energies. You know, are we allowing the changing winds to breeze through our life? You know, are we thinking about our plans and what we want to do during this slowdown? Mercury retrograde is always a blessing if you're in tune. And if you're not in tune, but you're on a vibration close enough to know about tuning, you will tune in. You will tune in to the vibration of the retrograde, because the retrograde is always showing you something and it's always teaching you something about self. And sometimes people think, well, why can't it predict the future? Why can't it predict this? Why can't, I don't believe in none of that stuff. Because you don't believe in yourself. See, you can't believe in the elements of the universe if you know nothing about self. That's not my problem. I'm here to deliver a message and sing it loud. Raise my head, I gotta be proud. In the crowd, I'm so unique, I gotta stay strong, that's why I speak. Goddess is here to do our duty. I love my people, I love you truly, that's why I can only be me. Because my soul is pure, for sure. I'm gonna floor you as I pass the door. It's time to show and prove what I've come here for. Adore the way I move. I spread my wings and soar. So you have to understand, when you slow down, it definitely helps you figure out what you're supposed to be doing, not the distractions that you are doing, that you're becoming a part of. You know, moving in silence is an extremely powerful energy. When you become less accessible to the same old people, who you've been feeding, and they've been feeding off your energy for your whole life. You've been like their own personal battery system. Family members, friends. Oh, she could do it. Oh, she could do it. So she's so smart. She could do it. Oh, she could do it. And she could do it. But we're so dysfunctional a lot of times within our families. We think when we do things for people, it means we love them. Not necessarily, but when you're constantly doing for others and you never do for yourself, then you love nobody. Why? Why would you say that, Goddess Candace, that I love nobody? I do love these people. Yeah, you love them more than you love yourself. And in the words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love anybody else? Huh. The Mercury retrograde, see, we still in, I'm talking about retrograde. This Mercury retrograde, it makes things slow down and it makes us focus. It makes us focus on how we speak to ourselves. What boundaries do we have? What abuses are we still going to allow in our lives, whether it's energy vampires or whatever? I call everything an energy vampire. Anything that takes away from my energy. A narcissist, energy vampire. A sociopath, energy vampire. An asshole, energy vampire. A lower vibration, energy vampire. People who operate from that lower vibration. Energy vampires, because it's tiring to talk to those people. And they just suck your energy dry. So during the retrograde, things slow down very much so, and you begin to focus more and analyze, and you can see those people, places, and things that have to be removed from your life. You know, guys, I told you we're a soul tribe, so I got to tell you how I'm doing this, you know. Okay, so we in this retrograde, and let me tell you what's happening for me, because I can't tell you about nobody else. I can't tell you your story. So all these energies are coming towards me because I've been moving in silence. You know, I'm a creative energy. I am amazing. I am talented. I am multi-talented. You have no idea who this is on the other side of this mic. My mind is universal, and it cannot be touched with any type of creativity, because I'm creating from me, and I can only be me. So I'm not in competition with anyone in the world and what they create, because they're not me. So I'm great, and I know my worth. So you guys have no idea who's behind this microphone right now, but you will see. You see my picture on the logo and things like that, but you will see. I do so many things, and I don't just entertain. And once again, I'm extremely intellectual. You know, I don't just do music and speak and write and, you know, produce and create and paint. I don't just do those things. I'm also a business owner. I'm also a financial literacy consultant. I'm also a personal life coach. I'm also a business management consultant. Okay, I can teach you how to build great managers. First, you got to teach them how to be leaders, and all the time, you can't teach people how to be leaders. But trust me, there's a method to my madness. I am a teacher. I'm a leader. I'm a guide. I'm a humble person who seeks wisdom from the universe and to do no harm. So to say all that, in my silence right now, people have been removing themselves. They have been revealing themselves to me. And I thank Mercury Retrograde for that, because I'm spending time on myself and doing my things. And I got a lot of stuff I'm handling. Like I say, we got sponsors coming up, more great sponsors, things like that. So things in my world are doing what it does. But I move in silence because you all the time can't tell people, because people will hang on, lag on. They'll wash your dishes just to hang around. And I don't have time for that. Listen, I told y'all in the beginning, there are only two type of people that deal with me. That's it. It's the ones who either love me or hate me. And the ones who hate me, they hate me because they ain't me. And Mercury Retrograde brings that to the forefront for me. Once again, I can only speak my story. What is Mercury Retrograde bringing to you for your story or your life? What are you seeing? What are you tired of? What is it time for you to change? Spiritual being? We are spiritual beings having human experiences. So spiritual being, what is it time for you to change? That's all I want to know. People complain about this, we fighting about that. And the definition of insanity is doing the same damn thing, expecting a different damn outcome. Doing the same damn thing, expecting a different damn outcome is the definition of insanity. And some of the things we are doing, my people. Ain't y'all tired of seeing each other shaking signs? The world is moving into a vibration, because I know a lot of us are tired of seeing motherfuckers on TV shaking signs. You better understand why the shaking of the sign is not effective. And pulling out a gun and killing everybody is not going to work neither, because they got all the guns, because they make them. This is a spiritual thing happening, y'all, and you better wake up. Vibrationally, we can take out universes and create universes vibrationally. It's not a physical thing that we're dealing with. And if you stop watching the distractions that they're showing you on TV about the physicality and brutality of the world, then you will understand that this spiritual vibration and this earth and this universe is moving in a direction, and what side of it do you want to be on? I love the Mercury retrograde. I love the fact that the Mercury retrograde makes me focus. It helps me see. So I just wanted to do a checkup with you guys today. Nothing big, nothing major. Wasn't even going to talk to you long. I just wanted to reach out, Soul Tribe, and say, you are loved. You are special. You are vibrationally independent. You can. You will. You do. You are successful. You are creative. You are uplifting. You are a being not from this plane. You are transitioning. You are transmuting. You are loved and you are special. All right, y'all? Okay, just wanted to check in with y'all. I just wanted to talk to you for a minute, see how we all doing, letting you know what's going on. Y'all know what? Before I go, let me tell you this. So, all type of people that I don't know who have been listening to this podcast and things like that have been reaching out to me. So this is what I wanted to say about discernment. I almost left without telling y'all this. About the discernment with the Virgo, Gemini, Sag, and Pisces, and we're sensitive to energies. So I can tell when people are hitting me up for these bullshit energies, because there's scammers out there. You got to realize, y'all, when you rise, this is another reason why when you move you have to move in silence when you're making moves. Because even the people around you, if they find out, think about the ones who don't know you, who want American Greed. That's one of my favorite shows, because these bitches be getting people. You know, people have been hitting me up with the craziest shit about my podcast and things like this that they've come to me with, because I put it out to the universe, advertisers, because we're growing, we're doing extremely well. I'm so very thankful and I'm humbled. And trust me, y'all, I don't measure myself by your standards. So when I say I'm doing extremely well, they're by my standards. So please understand that. No matter what you think, my standards for me are completely different from your standards of me, okay? So due to my standards, we're doing very well. So I put it out to the universe, and all of them become vibrational energies, energy vampires, and you have to be aware of your game. You have to understand. And with the retrograde, everything slows down and is focused, and it gives you time to look at and observe things and see what's the best thing for you to do and what's the best equation you should take. And when you're there and you're moving in silence, you know your energy. So when an energy comes at you, you can feel whether it's a positive vibration for you or a negative vibration for you, or just a vibration. Let me watch this for a minute, because maybe I need to learn something, because I believe everybody crosses each other's path. If you cross somebody's path, you cross their path for a reason. I don't care what it is. No matter what the outcome was, you cross that path for a reason, okay? So understand that. All right, y'all, I just had to say that. I just want us to be aware of some things and aware of our energies, all right? Okay, I'm going to get on up out of here. This one's going to be short today. Like I said, this was just a retro check, because I love my soul tribe and I love my soul tribe family, and I'm always thinking about you all, okay? Peace. Love, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. All right now. Peace.